Jack Doherty is one of the most hated YouTubers on the entire platform, and for good reason. He's unlikable, annoying, and has an extremely punchable face. But you'd think that after receiving every warning imaginable and turning the entire internet against him, that Jack would reconsider the path of being a public nuisance for views and clout.
This has been like a really popular thing, and it's been going on for like probably 3 years now, where there's content creators that are going out of their way to be annoying and obnoxious publicly for attention. This is super, super common now.
Your house? Yeah. Okay, what do you want to do? We're not here to play games. Flip a coin. Oh. What do you want to do? Heads, we send him to jail, tails. No! Hey, he's not going to...
Unfortunately, it would only be a matter of time before Jack's wild antics caught up with him and threatened to end his entire career.
It was a battery and assault lawsuit.
I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today...
Which, by the way, I am so glad to see people like this actually have real-world accountability. Because I think the biggest issue with this is that people commit crimes for clout, and then people get mad at like the like YouTube or Kick for not banning them. Like, I don't care about that. They should be prosecuted if they're committing crimes.
Moving into the rapidly deteriorating career of Jack Doherty. Around 7 months ago, I uploaded a video discussing Jack's rise to notoriety and later infamy on YouTube. In a nutshell, Jack is a creator and streamer who made a name for himself by capitalizing on viral trends and lighthearted trolling content.
Yo, what is up, guys? Jack Doherty here, back with another video.
There's a bit of respect that I gotta have for any kid that's out there grinding before they even hit puberty, you know? Like, I gotta respect it.
Today I'm gonna be going trick-or-treating the day after Halloween. Yeah, I got my GoPro on my head.
Yeah, just being an annoying retard. I get this.
I'm just gonna tell people I'm a doctor or something for Halloween.
However, as his online career progressed, Jack would escalate his content from a few harmless pranks to extremely disorderly conduct.
This is the problem that a lot of prank content has, is that prank content lends itself to upping the ante. It's like, okay, I did something harmful and funny, now let's kill somebody, right? Not that extreme, but just like in general, that's what happens. Yeah, you're ramping.
Like him harassing Ninja on stream, getting kicked out of public spaces, and shutting off the power at Walmart, Jack wanted to cause as much mayhem as possible for the sake of viewership and clout.
Guys, you better shut off the lights on Walmart. Panel 1, panel 18.
Bro, just go.
14, 16, 18.
Go ahead.
That means aisle 14, aisle 16.
Alright, do it.
Eventually, Jack's thirst for attention pushed him to go beyond public misconduct, and he began harassing random people on the street during live streams.
And the thing is that this is completely a fault of the police. Like, Walmart should have immediately pressed charges on this person. Like, I guarantee you that Walmart could find multiple reasons to crucify somebody for going in there and shutting off their power. Fault of the parents? No, there's plenty of just stupid ass kids that have bad parents. Or sorry, that have good parents. Yeah, it's not the parents' fault. I mean, like, this person, like, he's old enough to know what he's doing is wrong. That's why he's acting, that's why he's doing it. Why do you think he's doing it? He's doing it because he knows it's a bad thing to do. Let's not act like this is a 3-year-old here. Yeah.
What? Well, bro, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, bro?
Jack's streams would only get more degenerate and outrageous as he frequently...
this should have never happened because they should have got him with the Walmart thing. That should have absolutely been like a citation or maybe even jail time for that.
He hosted or attended parties that featured controversial figures like Neon, the Island Boys, and FuziTube.
Oh boy.
We did that to make him feel big. Y'all gonna stare here and not clap for him? Y'all are all beta as f***.
Sheriff, this guy's f***ing beta as f***. God damn it. Beta said, hey. Yo, you're a bitch. You're a little bitch.
While controversy and outrage were the cornerstones of Jack's...
Look, this is the one that I'm actually not going to complain about because this is Kick content, right? This is the trashy, you know, primary audience is 13-year-old boys. Like, everybody knows, like, the moment that you walk into this house, you know that you just put on your clown nose.
online persona, it didn't always work in his favor. On the 7th of January 2024, Jack received a 24-hour ban on Kick after he asked a girl to expose herself on stream. Even though Jack was comfortable making a fool of himself for attention, he wouldn't allow anyone else that luxury. By the 11th of January 2024, Jack would falsely copyright claim videos from YouTubers Mimulus and I'm Alex, with a tweet reading, "Hey Team YouTube, Jack Doherty is abusing YouTube's copyright system by claiming videos that are clearly not infringing on his rights to farm revenue," with a British loser replying, "He claimed mine as well." Thankfully, Team YouTube would resolve the issue. Up until this point, Jack had hardly faced any repercussions for his deplorable attitude. However, all that was about to
change. As I said, bro, like, there is the one commandment of YouTube, is that you do not abuse that system. That is the one commandment. He did get in trouble with the Walmart incident. Walmart filed charges against him. His attorney worked out a plea bargain with Walmart since he was 16 at the time for 500 days of going to his local park with unsalted peanuts and hard-boiled eggs to feed the crow. Okay, let's keep going.
Change as Jack received the most shocking reality check of his entire career. On the 21st of February 2024, a personal injury lawsuit would be filed against Jack and his bodyguard Justin Gosley. The document would allege the following. On October 28, 2023, plaintiff was attending a Halloween party at approximately 12:30 a.m. on the morning of October 29, 2023. Plaintiff was on the street outside the subject's premises and was talking to Doherty and Gosley. At one point in the conversation, Gosley asked Doherty, "What are we doing?" And Doherty said, "We're gonna fight. Us two versus you two. All right, go." And gestured that he and Gosley were going to fight plaintiff and plaintiff's friend.
Wait, what?
Moments later, Gosley violently punched plaintiff in the face, sending him falling to the ground and causing serious physical injuries to his head, face, and neck. For a bit of additional context, the incident reference was from this viral clip that Jack posted on his Twitter.
Yo, chill, no, you all said walk. Who are you talking to, dog? I'm just saying, y'all said just walk. Then walk.
Oh, I remember seeing this.
No, stop.
What is wrong with you? Are you fucking crazy?
What's up? Hey, one by one.
By the way, that dude absolutely should go to jail for punching him in the face. It's not even a question. You don't get to just punch somebody in the face. Like, yeah, it's like, what are we even talking about here?
Fucking security guard.
The size difference?
The events that
it doesn't matter about the size difference. Like, yes, obviously he was a bigger guy, so it was easier for him to knock the other dude out. But if the other dude had punched him and knocked him out, I'd say the same thing. I'd say the size difference makes it worse, right? Like, it looks worse. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You can't go around hitting people. Like, it's not even a question. Could have easily been a murder. It could have, yes. That's the thing, is if you fall down like that and you crack your skull, you're dead. That's happened. It's not like a joke. Like, that shit can happen. And it's not because somebody's like some kind of fucking Bruce Lee, you know, like One Punch Man. It's just RNG, bro. You fall down the wrong way, you hit your head, you die. That's it.
The lawsuit, the document highlighted how Jack continued to profit off the incident and his involvement in similar confrontations. Reading, Doherty has and continues to generate income due to the many views the video has received, all to plaintiff's detriment. Doherty has a history both before and after the subject incident of filming himself harassing, assaulting, and antagonizing members of the public.
He does. He does. Like, and he touches people very regularly.
Having a security guard step in to intimidate and assault them if they react to Doherty's harassment. The following links show various other altercations caused by Doherty.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're a clown, man. This is a resort. People are trying to chill and relax. You know my dad owns this place, right?
Yo, if you stop touching him,
you were the one that came up to me first.
See, he's touching people, bro. Like, you can't be touching people. It's crazy how, like, such a simple concept is lost with so many people. You can't be going around touching people like this.
You didn't have to say anything. That came in. I don't want to be filmed. Okay, well, keep your hands down. Go to your room, dog.
While this was the first time Jack had faced this kind of legal trouble, the same couldn't be said for his...
I think absolutely it's not even a question. That, like, if you did something like this, you should immediately, like, have to go to jail. And also, by the way, keep in mind that the only reason that that guy isn't dead is because it's against the law. You really think touching and acting like that towards somebody wouldn't have them shoot you? No, if this was the Wild West, the dude would be fucking dead. So we have rules for this. And if we don't have rules, then they'd be fucking dead. Like, of course, I checked the guy. Of course, yes.
Bodyguard, who had a, quote, history of assault and battery.
Jesus.
Given the severity of the incident, the lawsuit would seek relief for damages and reimbursement for legal costs.
Wow.
Even though the case is still in court, the outcome of this lawsuit could encourage other victims of Jack's antics to come out with their own cases. Remember, Jack had spent the better part of last year terrorizing dozens of people for his streams.
Yeah.
And any of them could decide to take things to court. Unfortunately, legal battles weren't the only thing Jack had to worry about. Around this time, a creator named Lenny Miller published a video titled "I Fought Jack Doherty," in which he confronted Jack over trash talking him online.
As I told you guys, this is content for 13-year-olds. Because if I was 13, I would probably be watching this. Absolutely. It's brain rot? Yeah, it's for middle school kids, right? I mean, that's the way it is.
Hella trash to talk on stream. Let's go. Let's go.
You're dumb as fuck.
Uh-oh.
He's doing that for a clip.
Let's go. You had hella trash to talk on stream. Now let's go. You talked trash on stream last night. Let's go.
I don't care.
And you think it's funny? You won't say it to my face, but you'll say it on the
This is
vlog.
5'11" versus 6
I don't
foot,
want
by
to
the
do
way.
a clip like you're trying to do right now.
What do you mean?
As you'd imagine, Jack would only engage in the situation once he was a safe distance away and shielded by people around him.
Exactly, bro. Like, 100%.
I have boxing gloves. I have boxing gloves. Let's go. They're talking trash. Let's go.
Let's be honest, bro. This guy would beat the fucking shit out of him. It's not even a question. And also keep in mind, he didn't. Like, you want to talk about like an easy, like, bro, like it's, yeah, this guy's like, yeah, he's not yeah, he didn't do it.
I'm gonna do a boxing right now.
Ow, what the fuck?
But you won't box. That's what I'm saying.
Just hit the fuck out of McKinley.
With each
See, even them, it's crazy how these guys, bro, what are you thinking? Touching somebody, grabbing somebody like that. This guy's like twice your size. It's broccoli hair gathering.
day, more and more people were turning against Jack, and that trend would only continue as his inner circle of friends were about to expose his darkest secrets. On the 30th of March 2024, two former friends and a former employee of Jack collaborated on a video titled "Jack Doherty Must Be Stopped," which was meant to highlight several concerning details about the kick streamer.
For those of you guys that don't know, I'm Ricky. I'm Nick. And we actually met Jack Doherty back in 2017, right when we started popping off on YouTube. He started popping at the same time. We became friends. We actually filmed a decent amount of videos together, and we actually ended up moving in together in a house with all of us back in 2021.
This seems
is
fine,
Matthew JGL. He worked with Jack Doherty from 3 million subs all the way to 10 million subs.
In the video, the trio alleged that Jake utilizes substances, surrounds himself with people who hate him, and places profit over human connection.
Jack's own brother says all the time that the only thing he thinks about is money, and he says it literally to anybody new that comes into the house.
I could believe that. I feel like, like you told me that, and I'd say abso-fucking-lutely. It's not even a question.
He will make it known at some point. Everyone in the team would come to me on their own time and talk about how they hate it there.
Yeah, no
they
shit.
Hate working with Jack. They want to pick something else, but they have no other options.
In addition to this, they would mention how Jack was promoting OF content to his young audience, despite him claiming otherwise.
Well, of course he's gonna do that. I mean, like, again, duh. Well, I mean, this is, yeah, of course.
His primary main source of income is, and how he gets people there is by making these hard to watch fake little skit videos for Instagram and TikTok.
Oh my God, bro. Like, these people need to be stopped. I don't know how we can figure out how to put them in jail, but we need to maybe invent like a new law or something, right? I don't know. But there needs to be a new law or something in place that puts people in jail for making shitty OnlyFans promo. Like, y'all ain't seen the Subway video yet? Have you guys seen this one? This is the new one that's going around recently on social media. Like, damn, bro, who got the video? All of the time, right? And like, she turned 18 and she did this. No? Well, I guess I follow a lot of sluts because I get a lot of these. Like, I get probably 3 of them a day. And I only click on 2. And I do it, and it's super fucking common. And it's always these like meme accounts where it's like they post like a Minion meme, they post a meme of like, you know, this is like a content for Roblox, and then like the next post is like porn. So it's like, okay, you know, you have an audience of people average age is 14, and then you've got them looking at porn. Ooh. Ah, jeez. Post gore and fights, follow now? Yeah, I guess so.
And if you're above the age of 10, you know that they're clearly fake.
How many punches does it take to explode the world's largest crime mob?
Majority of his audience is younger kids. Just take a look at this video. These are fans coming up to him out in public.
I love how, like, everybody always tries to act like this isn't the case. Yep. That's right. Absolutely. 6th graders. Hey guys, listen. I was there. A lot of us were there. What are we gonna get around to make fun of an 11-year-old? Well, yeah, we could do that, but we're not gonna do that. Listen, we get into stupid shit too. Like, it's fine.
Like, he also has these girls in his videos that are all signed to his agency, and he takes a majority.
Oh yeah, this is one of the things that, like, it's really, really popular, and you get a crazy amount of money with this, is that a lot of guys get these girls, they're like OnlyFans managers. Now, there's another word for an OnlyFans manager. A what name slipped back? I'm trying to think. What was that? That's right, a pimp. Yeah, there we go. And so you have a, you have teenage boys going out and pimping out these girls for OnlyFans to pre-teenage boys. No wonder they can't read anymore. Oh, man. They're cooked.
Of their income and pays them a small salary, a small fraction of what they bring in. And Jack will say that these videos are geared towards older people to try and get older people with money to spend money on him and his girls.
What's even more concerning...
Well, they are geared towards older people, but at the end of the day, you're making content for kids and you're selling them porn. That's what you're doing. It's obvious. Everybody knows that's what's happening. Now, in my opinion, this isn't even the worst part, because you could say any content is made for kids, and then you can just, like, moral authority tell people not to make that type of content. So the problem that I really have is the assault stuff, right? I mean, this is just like, it's like just a bonus.
Were details about Jack's personal life, as his former friends claimed he used to shoplift when they lived together.
And to start it off, this is something that rubbed all of us the wrong way when we all lived together, is we would go to the grocery store and Jack would literally just shoplift. He would just open a box of food, eat it, and then leave the open, empty box.
Okay, that's bothersome. It's because that's like savage behavior. Like, I'm thinking shoplift, like, okay, let's sneak something in your pocket, right? It's like, this is a game that you're playing with, like, the security. But you're just, like, going into the food aisle and then eating. It's nasty and trashy. It's not even clever. It's just being a fucking pig. It's disgusting. It's like a barbarian, yes. This is like, if you brought it, think about it. Most dogs that are brought into Walmart don't do that. Dogs.
On the shelf, on the counter for some worker to clean up. And we would sit down and try to have talks with him and be like, yo, just pay for it, bro. But whenever we talked to him, it couldn't get through to his head. He would just be like, Whatever, bro.
They also accused him of stealing products at the self-checkout terminal.
He had like 5 things he was checking out. Well, it would be a whole full grocery cart, and he would only scan one of the items out of the 5, and then he'd go to the next thing, one of them out of the 5, the next thing, one of them out of the 5, and just full-on scamming these companies.
Even though they were criticizing...
I could easily see this happening. A lot of people do this.
Jack for his wild lifestyle and degenerate antics, his former friends still wanted to help and see him improve.
Yeah, stealing from the self-checkout line, it's like, okay, a lot of people do this. But opening up a bag of Cheetos, eating like a handful of Cheetos and just throwing the bag back on the shelf, that is barbarian, unwashed, fucking like savage behavior. You do not do that. Steal the bag from the self-checkout line like a normal person.
To compare the two, but Jake Paul back in the day was going down a path that people could see from the outside could lead to a bad outcome. And even Jake Paul recently was on the podcast with George Janko, and he pretty much said the same thing that Ricky said about Jack Doherty, that Jack Doherty, he's going down this path, but Jack Doherty's mindset towards all of this, he hears it and he just hears it all as hate, not taking it as love, that people want to help him.
By the 10th of April 2024, Jack would upload a rather angry response to his former friends and to deflect the criticism.
I'm tired of hypocrites. Everyone that has ever come after me has done everything I've done because they're fake, and I cut them off months ago, and now they went to trying to going the route of exposing me because I won't film videos with them. They're just fake. They're desperate for clout and they're jealous.
In between all of his swearing,
you got to admit, right? Because like I'm the kind of guy that I try to take everything on the internet like it's entertainment, and I see something like this, I think it's funny. I do. I think this kid's funny. And it's not funny as in like an I like him kind of way. It's funny as in like there's characters on TV shows that are really obnoxious and they make the TV show more interesting. Yeah, it's funny.
Jack accused his haters of trying to be like him, but failing, and claimed he
villain.
never did anything wrong.
Yeah,
There's nothing to expose. Everything I do is already out there. I'm not a bad person. If I did anything wrong, I would be in trouble, but I'm not because people like to twist, make it seem like what it's not because they just can't believe what I've accomplished, and they just want to say everything that's not true to cope with the fact that they're not at where I'm at. People try to...
I'm sorry, but I think this is so funny. I do. This is so funny. The king is tired. Yes, it's so good. But he was like, Cartman, I know.
Do what you do, and if they don't succeed, they just hate.
The allegations made against Jack would only continue to increase, as another one of his former associates named Norway made against Jack.
Oh my God, look at all that.
Would only continue to increase, as another one of his former associates named Norway would accuse him of housing a minor.
Jack, I'm gonna tell people she was 17, Jack. Sophie girl. Oh, not Sophie, Sophia. Sophia's little sister was 17. That was at the house. And then you said they're never coming back to the house. 4 days later, Jack, Ace invited the 17.
I always take all this stuff with a grain of salt. You think that's true? Talk to the fucking police. Yeah, like this is a serious accusation. Like, involve the police.
Year-old and her friends over to the house, and I also have messages of Sophie messaging me, Daddy, please forgive me, or Daddy, please come over or something. But I didn't want to come over because you're a 17-year-old, and Jack, I messaged you. I told you to kick them out, and then you didn't do shit about it because you're in Dubai. But yeah.
In his Twitter community, Jack would address the situation.
I can't believe he switched up on me that fast. You know what the best thing about this is? How I just read it. At no point in time does he deny the fact that she was 17. It never says it. That's not even about it, bro.
With a tweet that read, "Can't believe Norway switched up on me that fast. I never even kicked him out. I genuinely cared about the kid and did everything for him, and still would. Hope one day he realizes how good he had it, and how he threw away his best friend for 15 seconds of fame." Underneath Drama Alert's coverage of the tweet,
nothing about the girl at all.
Jack would defend himself by stating, "That minor he said I had out my house was invited by him, and right when I found out, she got kicked out. TF do I get out of having minors at my house? I never invite girls to my house. I have a GF. Think what you want, but I have too much to lose to do stupid stuff like that." Norway wasn't the only—
I mean, to be fair, I mean, I'll tell you, that's probably as... But, like, why are you eating bags of Cheetos at Walmart that you hadn't paid for? Because, like, that's really... I'd say that's even dumber than the girl. Like, that's like you are... Like, that's... Bro, a dog doesn't do that. You can have... I've seen dogs at Walmart that don't do that. GTA... Yeah, this is like Grand Theft Auto. It's hearsay, though? Yeah, and to be fair, I think it's a good argument that, like, yeah, I'm in this great position. Why the fuck would I bring a minor to my house? I honestly think it's like an accusation that's that crazy. You know, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And if this is true, then the police should be involved and not Twitter. That's my opinion.
One accusing Jack of acting inappropriately with minors, as Neon also brought up similar allegations months prior.
You're a fucking joke. Let me tell you exactly what Jack does. I don't care. You want to say that? Now I'm going to violate you and expose your script. Here's what you do. I'm going to tell you exactly what you do. You get 17...
Oh my God. I just... This kid is always so funny.
18-year-old girls, the night before their birthday, you buy a $10,000 yacht every time. You get them drunk and they sign...
Wait.
The night before their birthday, you buy
So the night before their 18th birthday?
A $10,000 yacht every time. You get them drunk and they sign a contract 50% of their life every single time. Fuck you.
Stranger still, the pattern of former friends and colleagues accusing Jack of being...
So he's like spawn camping them? Like, that's crazy. Like, why would you... Like, I mean, that's insane. You getting a 10K yacht? Well, because he's renting it, probably. He rents it for 10K, yeah. Sure. Like a 10K rental fee? Yeah, that absolutely.
Being too close with minors extends all the way back to December 2023, when Natalie Reynolds made similar claims in a tweet that read, "Oh, by the way, the grooming thing..."
This is the girl. This is the girl that convinced the crazy fat lady to jump into the water downtown here in Austin, who couldn't swim, and then she ran away as the police were coming to rescue the woman. It's crazy how, like, yeah. Internet content nowadays is so exciting. It's really special, isn't it? Yeah, small world, I guess so.
Ain't a joke, lol. This girl was 17 and Jack waited months for her birthday to get her drunk and sign a contract on a yacht, as well as Jack Doherty has paid someone to take out, get her drunk, and sign a contract on a yacht.
Just turned 18. I started my OnlyFans. Let me know what kind of content you guys wanted to see. This is like such a crazy accusation. Like I almost don't even want to talk about it or like make any assertions on this, because like it's just like this is like actually like a jail time thing, right? I mean, this is like a jail, like, do not pass go type situation. Like, if this is true, like crazy bad.
Yacht, as well as Jack Doherty has paid someone to take down and ban my Instagram account. Insecure narcissist is mad he can't make money off me anymore, and I'm realizing the truth. Stick to grooming minors. While none of these allegations have been proven or disproven, it's clear that the people close to Jack Doherty are slowly turning against him and revealing who he truly is when the cameras aren't rolling. Even State Farms, his insurance company, wants nothing to do with him.
I didn't expect this one. State Farm?
According to a recent TMZ article, Jack attempted to use his renter's insurance to cover his ongoing lawsuit. However, State Farm claims it's gone outside his coverage and is appealing to the judge to exclude them from the case. From the look of things, Jack is rapidly running out of allies.
An insurance company not wanting to have to pay out any money. Yeah, I would have never expected this. Which, to be fair, in this case, they're right.
and only time will tell how many he'll have left by the time the legal battles are over. In his early days, Jack assumed harassing and taking advantage of people to promote his content was a good long-term strategy, but sadly, he couldn't have been more wrong. The fake friends and bodyguards he used to hide behind are dropping like flies, and no one in the community is willing to stand by him. Right now, Jack is at a crossroads in his career. Either he owns up to his mistakes and cleans up the gigantic mess he made, or he remains the way he is now and continues to blame everyone but himself. With that being said, at least he's not losing as many subscribers as his self-help YouTube guru, who is currently facing one of the largest downfalls in YouTube history. Click the video on screen to find out why.
That's insane.
One thing I'll say.
Give me 1 second. I'll talk about this for a minute. I think that there is no way for this kid to repair his image. There's no light at the end of this tunnel. The only reason why he was popular is because he's making content for obnoxious teenage kids. And every year that you spend getting older is a year that 12-year-olds have a harder time relating to you. So the reality is that as he gets older, his career will naturally decrease because this type of content is appealing to really, really young kids. So as soon as young kids aren't watching this anymore, then people are going to, he'll age out. And I think he already has. And also, like, as he gets older, there's going to be more people that, and I think also this is another problem, is that it's easy to do pranks and be goofy when you're really small in terms of, like, popularity, because people don't notice you or recognize you or have anything to do with you. But the problem is that once you get bigger and you're doing this, you have more to lose, and companies and people will be more willing to go after you. And so the type of content that's built around harassing people and being abusive, etc., this content doesn't have a long lifespan. It can't exist in the long term. It can only exist in like a very, very short period of time, and then it effectively burns out. And I don't think that he can really, I don't think he can recover his image, because the problem is that there's no other personality. Like, there's a lot of people, I think, that can redeem their image and they can transition to doing another kind of content. But the problem is that this guy has done absolutely nothing to show that he is anything more than an obnoxious loser. That's it. That's been the only thing. Like, for example, Aiden Ross, you might hate Aiden Ross, but I think he did a pretty damn good job with that interview with Trump. And he's done a few other things that are not pure harassment that were successful. This kid hasn't done any of that. He hasn't done a single one of those things. He's just been obnoxious. So that's it. Logan was the dumbest person on the internet, but he changed. The problem is that Logan Paul's content was obnoxious, but it was never built around harassing people. Like, to be fair, maybe you could say harassing, corpses used to be people, but it was never really built around harassing people. Like, not to the same extent that his content is. And I think that's really where the difference is. You see kind of what I'm saying here? And also, he apologized for that and he went too far. And so Japan might disagree on that. He hasn't changed as a person, still is an asshole. Why do you think he didn't box that guy? Because the guy would have beat the shit out of him within 3 seconds. That's why. Like, he didn't box anybody. He's, like, by the way, if you look at this entire video, there's never a single point where he's actually being violent towards anybody. Like, he might walk towards somebody or go like this, but he, like, at no point did he ever touch anybody. CryptoZoo? Yeah. Do you need people that defends things like this to benefit their otherness or ex-watchers? Well, I don't really know. Why do people think the Japanese forest video was real? I'm not sure whether it was or not. That's not really the point that I'm making. All I'm saying is that Logan Paul had a lot of other content and did a lot of other things that were not just uniquely described as like harassing strangers in public or performing crimes in public for attention. That is the problem. That's the reason why you have this hostility. And that's why it's hard to recover from this. It's that if you do this, and that's the only reason why people watch you, and then you stop doing it, well, then people are going to stop watching you. It's pretty simple, actually. I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom.